My very first day in New York City was October 3rd, 2004. Moved to Manhattan from Seoul, Korea, at the age of 19 by myself. Went to Parsons School of Design around Union Square for my undergrad and worked in fashion for a few years and moved to Toronto, Canada, where I currently live. Back then, I barely spoke English, so I had to do something like writing on my palm, "Can I get a small coffee, please?" and practiced it while waiting in line. Back in those days, I think I was armed with confidence that came from naivete and excitement that came from newly found independence. Yeah, I'm living in New York City by myself. I was 19, but at the same time suffered imposter syndrome quite a bit. I still suffer from it. And that imposter syndrome had many different sources, including lack of sense of belonging. 21 years later, I'm here back in this neighborhood. My very first apartment was a few blocks north from here, actually. And funny thing is, the hotel that we're staying right now is right across from dance club that I used to go for salsa dancing 20 years ago. It's really good to be back here and be here with you. My name is Mihae An. I am Vice President of Marketing for Line Zero. We are a boutique employee experience consulting company. That is my job during the work hours. Outside of work hours, I write. I'm an author. Have 2 books published so far. Brought 1 copy of one of the books. I will tell you later why I did. I also have few podcasts that I'm host. And no matter the time of the day of the week, I am a mom to a precious 7-year-old. I am a wife, daughter, sister, and friend to some of the people that I deeply, deeply cherish. I like to start talk with a little bit of personal stories, just the way that I did, because it is humanizing. I appreciate those speakers on stage who not only share their expertise, but also a bit about themselves, because that way they become human to me. It creates connection, it creates bond. We humans have this deep desire to connect with others. When we are connected to others in our life, we are happier. When we are connected to our colleagues at work, we are happier at work. According to numerous research findings, the equation seems to be happy employees equals higher productivity, higher engagement, lower turnover, just to name a few. We are here at a conference designed for HR professionals. I'm sure when you walked into this venue in the morning, earlier in the morning, and started to network, listen to the first session, I'm sure you felt a sense of belonging. Now let's imagine you walked into a different conference, let's say cybersecurity conference, designed for IT professionals. You wouldn't feel the sense of belonging that you are feeling right now in this room, in that room. Whenever we feel the sense of exclusion, it is quite easy to detect, and it is not a comfortable feeling to have. It is because we humans have this deep desire to connect with others and need for belonging to a group and accepted by the members of the group. And this need goes way back, when we were hunting and being hunted. Being part of a group meant life. Not being part of a group meant death. We humans as individuals are weak, but we humans as a group are strong. So strong, in fact, look at us now. Our species is dominating the entire planet. So this desire, this need to belong, it is hardwired into our DNA. What is also hardwired into our DNA is this fight or flight response. We all possess it. It is automatic, involuntary reaction, controlled by sympathetic nervous system. When our brain, specifically amygdala, detects a threat, it sends distress signal to hypothalamus. Then stress hormones are released, which trigger physiological changes. Something like heart rate increasing, muscle tense, and breathing become rapid. Our body is getting ready to quickly act, either fight or flight. Even though being ostracized may no longer carry the life or death consequences, our brain still perceives social rejection as a profound threat. we don't really need to go through these physiological changes to deal with modern-day threats at our workplace. But our body still does it automatically, and it happens instantaneously. And the practical implication of that is we don't really get to solve problems creatively, and we don't recall information correctly because these physiological changes are designed for physical survival, immediate survival, over critical thinking or creative problem solving. And chronic exposure to sense of exclusion leads to a whole bunch of mental health issues, which obviously have negative impact on work performance. So why am I talking about all this? Because this presents opportunity. Yes, lack of sense of belonging creates a whole bunch of negative consequences, but if we flip the coin, the other side of the coin is a whole bunch of positivity can be gained if we create an environment where our people feel sense of belonging, sense of community. So what can we, the leaders in this room, can do to create that community? Sure, there are multiple tools you can have in your toolbox, and those tools can be grouped into 3 different buckets: people, process, technology. We love to focus on technology for the rest of time we have together, but before that, want to have some fun with you. If you can please pull out your mobile device and scan this QR code, a poll thing will pop up in your browser, and we'll be able to do a poll, State of Employee Experience poll. The faster you respond with the right answer, you will get higher points, and at the end, the winner will get this book as a gift. That's why I brought this book. Are we there? Do you see it on your mobile device? Okay, first question is just for fun. What is it? Superpower. Yes. Mind reading. Not surprising, given what you do. Almost 50%. Okay, how about one more fun question? Your favorite way to eat pizza? Fold it in half. Practical. Okay, now let's move on to the actual poll. The faster you respond with the right answer, higher points. Got it? Ready? Okay. How much low engagement costs the global economy? 10 seconds to respond. $8.8 trillion. Wow, most of you got it, 60%. Winner so far, we have 3 of you. Okay, next question. What do you think today's #1 unsolved business challenge? Yeah, most of you got it. Culture, engagement, and morale. Gloria JP. Last question. What percentage of employees globally are experiencing work-related stress and burnout? Three seconds remaining. Yeah, 67%. All of you, yeah, you're really good. I think this is high scores that I've ever seen so far. Okay, Gloria JP. Okay, who's gonna arm wrestle? Who's gonna get it? Where are you, Gloria JP? Okay. JP, I will find you and we'll send you the copy through Amazon. How's that? Congrats. Okay, thank you for participating. Okay, so before we go back to our deck, want to do one more thing, word cloud. Whatever word that comes to your mind when you see this question, please write that on your device. What is one word to describe the main employee engagement challenge? As you can see, we've done this multiple times at different conferences last 12 months, so you will see other people's response. The more times that people put, for example, communication, the letter is bigger. 5 more seconds and we'll move on to the next question. Communication and trust. Top 2. Okay, next one. What are the top 3 tools you are currently using to address the challenge? Okay, moving on. You have Jean in front of you. What is your wish to elevate your employee engagement and experience? Isn't this cool? Like every time we do this, I'm like, cool, technology. Okie doke, moving on. Thank you for participating. I will make sure to screen capture all of this and include in our follow-up email so you can take a better look at what others have put in there. Okay, technology. Technology is a crucial part of all things we do at work, right? And employee experience is not an exception. When we have diverse workforce, however we define diversity, we have desk workers, frontline workers. We have people working in different departments, being responsible for different areas of our business. We have people working at our headquarters. We have people working at satellite offices. We have people who just entered the workforce. We have people who have decades of experience under their belt. When we have this diverse workforce, how can we make sure that two-way communications are happening, community is formed, and people feel the sense of belonging and connection? What we hear from our customers, our clients these days is that it is becoming harder and harder to achieve all of this without employee experience platform. An employee experience platform is something different from productivity suite like Microsoft 365 and Google Workspace. It is also something different from HR suite like Workday. It is in the middle that integrates with both, and it acts as center of gravity. It is digital hangout space that our employees want to come, gather, talk to each other, share stories, make friends, and create that sense of belonging. Historically, we operated in this legacy communications model. Hierarchy ruled, communication was top-down, and interaction was limited, and simply finding information was good enough, sufficient to get the job done. As millennials enter the workforce, there has been this push toward more balanced approach. More social dimension was introduced to workplace, and they were wanting to have more open communications. But the real game changer has been the hybrid work and entrance of Gen Z. who will represent 30% of global workforce by 2030. They are really pushing towards true open communication that transcends the organizational hierarchies and also geographical boundaries. They want the interaction at workplace more fluid and natural, just the way we humans interact in our personal life. That's what they want in their work life. So with that, the trend has been moving away from multiple disjointed legacy systems like intranet surveys, posters, emails, you name it, to complete digital employee experience hub that integrates with multiple different technologies that you are already currently using within your organization that acts as the digital hub, the digital space people want to come, mingle, and create connection. So, key takeaways. Sense of belonging is fundamental human need, and it is at the heart of employee experience and happiness. Employee experience platform that people want to use is one of the key ingredients to create sense of community. So let's work with our human nature as opposed to working against it. Our root, Line Zero's root, is tech consulting. We're spun out of technology consulting company. So we really understand that whatever technology you position within your business needs to have clear purpose. And it should be cost efficient. You just saw budget and money and all. Should be cost efficient, of course, and should not be redundant. Thorough evaluations need to happen, and business case needs to be created. Alignment, buy-in, crucial. And when it is implemented, we need to make sure the change management happens and adoption happens. Helping our customers going through that journey is what we do best. So, please connect with me on LinkedIn, stop by our booth. Happy to be your sounding board and support you going forward in your journey. Thank you.